Work to their advantage. It may look like they're in those white patches on either side of their head, but that's a visual distraction. It's actually in the darker area, just in front, camouflage from dashing prey. That fin on the back of the whale is called the dorsal fin, which helps stabilize when swimming and assist in thermoregulation. Because there's no bone or muscle inside to support it, sometimes you may see them curve, like I think does. The flippers on either side of the whale are called pectoral flippers, which are mainly used for steering and stopping. Inside each pectoral flipper are 5 bony digits, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. And that's as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use
well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral flap can be used to show dominance or get noticed. For example, but when they really want to be heard, they'll screech.
The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Killer whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. I think we'll demonstrate a similar behavior and movement right here in front of you. Antarctic killer whales will actually create waves to knock unsuspecting seals off of floating ice. Corky is demonstrating a similar wave-making technique, showing you what is in a complex, surprising behavior killer whales have developed all around the world. Now, you all have seen these waves crashing in front of you. You can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced by these animals until you experience it firsthand. Well, thanks so much. Let's give it up for our super brave volunteers. We were in the unknown today. Corky for everyone. They can be seen doing this when riding in the wake of a boat or even surfing in an ocean wave. Killer whales like to be touched and can often be seen rubbing their belly on rocks when they can. Rebecca is demonstrating a similar behavior, just like whales in British Columbia. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. The Orca demonstrated on the screen. This also seems to be healthy ways for our adult whales and helps us make sure our micro whales are growing. We can even get a breath sample from their blowholes, all thanks to the trusted relationship we built here day after day. Now, you've heard all about her, but let's give a big round of applause for the legend herself. This is Corky! Now, it is truly impossible to describe the love that we all have for Corky. You guys are getting to see a little glimpse of it today, but she is just such an incredible, amazing, wonderful animal, and it is just such a blessing to get to spend all of our days with her. It is so amazing to see over the years, and is continuing to impact. Now we have some treats here for Corky. We made her some very special ice cubes. Now if you guys would join me in giving Corky a happy birthday. If we all say, happy birthday Corky on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday Corky! Alright, now Corky is 16 years old, but she is definitely not slowing down. She's still got a ton of energy, so we're just going to let her show off for all of you.
Don't do it. Do it, Corky.
Keep our whales in great shape.
Tommy's moving.
The whales here at SeaWorld affect killer heart rate and breathing. To understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world.
Propelling them to speeds of 30 miles per hour, just as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. Orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Just like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They use pectoral flaps to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother might peck flap to get the attention of her calf. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe.
Orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves.
As Arctic whales will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals right into the water. You can watch that kite go straight to this wave-making technique around the perimeter pool, demonstrating one of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities that killer whales have developed around the world. But you cannot imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Killer whales can swim up to 30 miles per hour. Here he goes, right through the water. This is Ulisses, everyone. And here's his wave in 3, 2, 1. Let's give our monsters one more round of applause. Great job, guys. High five. Now, killer whales are found all throughout our global ocean, so it is no wonder that they eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. The blue whale you see on the screen behind me is the largest animal under whales. So how does killer whale the size of you guys there take on the whales that size in the wild? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
Whale forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches. Whatever their prey,
rub their bellies on rocks when they can. Playful behavior has its purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish, but today, these whales might just be stunning all of you. Video with Orca. Ulysses, and he's right here. Ulisses has turned 47 years old today. He is the oldest male member of our pod, and he actually came to us from Barcelona, Spain. When he moved here, he learned how to vocalize and speak a different language to be able to communicate with these killer whales. And he is such an incredibly athletic whale. You guys saw him all flying high in the show and how he was able to reach incredible heights. He is certainly the most athletic of our male killer whales. Now, Ulysses here weighs over 10,000 pounds, and some of his favorite things are large ice treats, which you guys can see we have prepared for him right here for his birthday. So in a moment, we're going to share all these ice treats with him that we have dyed different fun colors for all of our enjoyment, and we're going to share them with him in just a few moments. As you can see, he was in this pool today with Ikaika and Makani, two of our other males, so he also really enjoys his boy time. We're giving him a few of his favorite treats now, and we're going to save the last one for after the end of the presentation, because we do have a grand finale coming up in just a few moments. But I would love us all to wish Ulysses a very happy birthday. So on three, if you guys all want to say with me, happy birthday, Yuli, we're going to say it together, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Ulysses has inspired millions of people just like you to think more about conservation and ways that you can help his wild counterparts. By taking what you learned here today, educating others, and being curious about the ocean and its inhabitants, the change starts with you. Now we challenge the whales every single day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play keeps our whales and Ulysses here, the birthday boy, in great shape.
Today.